this is Business Russia. 15 minutes of the most interesting events in the Russian economy, latest market commentaries and opinions of experts. I'm Denis Yelachovsky.
And I'm Kravtsova. Thank you for joining us.
The future of Russia's major energy grid, RAO US, was decided last Friday at General Shareholders Meeting.
So far, we've had no information on the results, but we have every reason to believe that RAO US major shareholders voted to see the restructuring through.
Welcomed by both analysts and investors. Since the beginning of the reforms, RAO US shares have risen by more than 15 times, from 8 cents to $1.30.
And the company's shares remain in the lead in terms of the volume of deals made on both Russian exchanges. There was a time when the Moscow interbank currency exchange was even called a one-share exchange.
And that share was
when a 69% stake in OGK4 power generating company was sold to German-based E.ON, has been the most lucrative so far. The price was $763 per 1 kilowatt, 25 to 30% lower than that of similar companies worldwide.
According to the company's top management, the capitalization of the company's spun-off during RAO US restructuring will be 30% higher than that of what used to be RAO.
The cost of securities of the new power grids exceeds proportional stakes in RAO US in value. Dmitry Akhanov, the strategy department head of RAO US, expands on the future of the new companies.
Mr. Akhanov, once restructuring is complete, what would be the relation between the total value of shares an investor will receive in the spin-offs and the cost of its stake in US? Costs as to what the dynamics of the spin-off stocks would be in the future? In any ADR programs, or will Russian energy companies withdraw from the US stock market after US is wound up?
And we will do our best.
Estimates as to how much money US will need to buy back its shares from minority shareholders. And will the $2 billion that US is going to borrow on the market cover the expense? For taking part in our program.
You're welcome.
Former Deputy Economy Minister of Russia and currently the Managing Director of Troika Dialog Investment Company, Andrei Sharonov, shares Mr. Akhanov's optimism. Mr. Sharonov, will you risk any forecasts as to what the dynamics of the spun-off stocks would be like? Comment on the unsuccessful IPO of OGK2, where only 41% of the proposed offering was floated. Is it possible that investor interest in energy companies has dried up? After unsuccessful IPOs, power generating companies will be looking only to strategic investors for funds. Do you assess the reform of RAO US? Are foreign investors interested in Russian energy companies? Thank you very much. RAO US is to be completed by July 1st, 2008. All regulating functions will be handed over to a ministry or a State Department. Trading with RAO US shares will cease 2 or 3 weeks prior to the holding's liquidation. The exact date will be announced roughly 1 month in advance. The trading with OGK and TGK stocks will begin almost immediately after the liquidation of RAO. As reforms are over, its subsidiaries will have to prove their solvency to traders and their ability to replace the #1 blue chip.
And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. This was Business Russia program from the studios of RBC TV in Moscow. I'm Denis Yelachovsky.
And I'm Kravtsova. See you again next week, same time, with the highlights of Russian economy. Goodbye.